Okay, year 11s, let's do some more stuff. So this time we're going to talk about the arithmetic mean, okay? Arithmetic mean. I should really write neater on this thing, but I find it hard. Okay, so the arithmetic mean. So sometimes you'll be asked to find how many terms. Oh, what? I'm reading the wrong thing, sorry. Okay, if three numbers are consecutive in any arithmetic sequence, the middle one is the arithmetic mean. So that means, so let's say you have 15, 20, 25, okay? This is the mean. So the middle one, if there are three terms, the middle one will always be the mean. And that makes sense because if you think about it, remember how you find the mean? You add them all together and divide by how many there are. So there are three of them. Well, the answer to that is 20. So it always works. If there is an equal distance between 1 and 2 and between 2 and 3, the middle one will always be the mean, okay? As long as there's an equal distance between everything. So the middle one is the mean. So the rule is, if there's A something B, A is going to be the arithmetic mean, okay? So quite often we call it AM just for short, okay? So the arithmetic mean is A, the middle term, okay? Between 1 and 3. All right, let's do an example. Okay, so let's go up here and let's do an example. All right, so let's say we need to find the arithmetic mean of 16 and 60. Now we know, based on what we said before, it's going to be exactly halfway between, okay? So it's going to be this number in here, whatever it is, and it's going to be equal distance between them. Sometimes you could probably just think of it and work it out, like if it was really simple and it was just, 10 and 20, you could say, well, the middle's 15. That'd be really simple. But what we're going to do is we're going to say that, well, there are two ways to do it. Firstly, we can just add them together. So, well, 16 plus 60 divided by 2. We'll just work that out. Well, hang on. No, we can't do that at all. Why did I just say that? I've said the wrong thing. I don't know why I just said that. Ignore me. Ta-da! Oop, here we go. What am I doing? Work. Eraser. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this thing and I'm getting confused because I'm trying to use new technology while looking at actual paper. Okay, so what we're going to do... What? I've used the wrong number. That's why it's not working. I don't want 60 at all. I want 64. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, so that should be a 60. Ah, stop that. This is the worst video ever. Sorry. 64. Alright, so there are two different ways that we can do that. Let's do it the easy way first. So we'll go 16 plus 64 divided by 2. Okay, 16 plus 64 is 80. Divided by 2 is 40. Okay, that's the easy way to do it. This number in here is 40. But sometimes, well, I would suggest you just do it that way because it's easier. But let's just go through the other way anyway because that's what the book tells us. So, let's just go through it. Okay, so what we're going to say is, let's leave it like this for a minute. We're going to say that x, so let's call this number in here x for now. X is an equal distance between 16 and 64, an equal distance from, anyway. Okay, so we can write it like that because x is an equal distance from 16 and from 64. So these numbers should match up. So now what we're going to do is move things around until we end up with the x's together. So we're going to leave the x here. We'll bring the other x over. It's currently minus x over here, so we'll make it plus x over here equals 64. And then we need to bring the 16 over here. So we'll do the opposite of what it is. So we're going to move things around until we get all the x's together and all the numbers together. Okay? And then we want to get rid of the 2. So it's currently times 2. So we just do the opposite, which is divide. And x is 40. So we end up with the same answer either way. But method 1 is much, much simpler. Okay? Method 2 is a little more complicated. But you'll get the same answer either way. Okay? So the arithmetic mean is 40. Because it's the exact mean of a series of numbers, okay? All right, let's turn the page and have a go at another one. All right, so let's start over here. Now let's talk about when there are multiple arithmetic means. So sometimes there are multiple arithmetic means. Now what that means is sometimes you might, so let's say we have 30 and we're told that there are actually 4 arithmetic means between 30 and 55, okay? So we want 4 arithmetic means. Now, all that means is that there are 4 numbers in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, okay? So we're actually going to have 4 different arithmetic means. So we'll call this one A1, A2, A3, and A4, okay? So really what that means is there are just 4 numbers in between and they're all an equal distance from each other, okay? That's all we're talking about. So we know that there are 6 terms altogether, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 terms altogether. So term 6 is 55. Term 1 is 30. So there's some information that we know, okay? We can put this into our formula to find out D, because we don't know D at the moment, do we? Remember our formula. Let's write it up on here again. So it's the same formula we've always been using, right? So N is the term number or number of terms. A is the first term. And D is the distance between terms. Okay, so remember that from before. Now, gosh, messiest writing ever. So we know all this information except for D. We know the number of terms. There are 6 terms. We know the first term, which is 30. There are 6 terms. We don't know D. Okay, that's our unknown this time. So let's have a go. So term 6. Okay, term 6 is 55. Oh, hang on. So let's just write 55 instead of that. Sorry. Okay, so term 6 is 55 equals A, 30 plus N minus 1, 6 minus 1. Whoa, why did my pen stop working? 1 times D. Okay, D is our unknown. So now we just start expanding. We got 55 equals 30 plus 5D, because 6 minus 1 is 5, so we want to get rid of this. Now let's move things around until we end up with D on its own. So we're going to get rid of 30 first, equals 5D. We'll leave that where it is. So we've got 25 equals 5D. Now we want to get D on its own, so we have to get rid of 5. It's currently 5 times D, so we do the opposite. So D equals 5. 25 divided 5 is 5, okay? So D is 5. So that means there is a distance of 5 between each one. So let's come over to this other page. So arithmetic mean 1 must be 35, right? Because if there's 5 numbers between them, we're just going to add 5 to 30. A2 is 40, because we're just going to add 5 every time. 45. A4 is 50. And the next number should be 55, which it is, thankfully. So that means we got the right answer. So there's 5 numbers between each, and that's all you need to do. So we have found all 4, where's my pen? We found all 4 arithmetic means, which is what the question asked us to do, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. If you still don't get it, please go back and watch this again, and that'll do.